What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. Look, we expect a rotated side on Wednesday whilst our players are on the mend, but there's no excuses. I still expect Arsenal to beat Preston North End. A nice, warm welcome to the preview. A nice, calm one. A fact I've got for you guys. This one... I
was waiting for the punchline,
there was no,
but then he tried to make it rhyme.
I didn't have a lot of time. Turn around, Preston North End.
Low vibrational drill.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Today, sorry guys, people in the comments. It wasn't the top end, but I did research that Preston North End's nickname. Yeah. So, okay. So first, they got two nicknames. Just let me go with me here. One of them is Arsenal's nickname. Does anyone know what that could be? It's not the obvious ones, but we're known as something because we achieved something great. What is that? What is that nickname?
I have no idea.
Okay, so one of Preston's nicknames is the Invincibles. I swear to God. I know you're thinking, what the hell? I just need to get this out. I found this very interesting. So one's Invincibles. The other one is Tottenham's nickname. Does anyone know what Tottenham's nickname is?
Losers?
No. The actual nickname. It's also Preston North End's nickname. I know you're thinking, I don't give a F.
No, I knew the Invincibles thing.
Okay, cool. Do you know do you know Tottenham's nickname?
The Bottlers?
No.
I don't know if it's a trick question or not.
No, the actual nickname.
Spurs. Or what is their fuck? I don't know their nickname.
So their nickname is the Lily Whites. So Preston North End's, their nicknames are the Invincibles and the Lily Whites. Just a little bit of information. Come on, we've got to educate the people that are watching. But anyway, skip over all of that.
Nice to know that you're making the best use of Google.
He educated himself and said to people watching.
I found it quite interesting. But, okay, right. So the game's obviously this Wednesday at Deepdale Stadium. Preston North End versus Arsenal in the round of 16 in the FL Cup. Firstly, I normally get people's feelings ahead of this game, but let's just start with for me, I want to win this trophy. I don't know, Turkish, I know how you always feel about this trophy, but I want to know from both of you, are you caring at all about what happens Wednesday? Because I still want to win this trophy. I want us to win this cup.
Wednesday, you can't be losing to Preston, bro. Regardless of what it is.
But even with all the players out,
bro.
No.
I don't care who's out, bro. These guys are mid-table in Championship.
Yeah, they are.
Like, you got.
They're not even that. I think they're below that.
Yeah, they are.
So you got to handle them. You got to rotate the side and get the job done. I expect clean sheet and some goals.
Oh, right.
It's not often I agree with everything that Turkish said, but everything he said there is 100% true. But the one slight variation that I have with Turkish is that, unlike Turkish, and I understand his reasons, I think we need to be going out to win this trophy this season.
Yeah, I agree.
No, but I don't say I don't want to win it. Of course, we're in it, so I'd want to win it. That's a given. But our season isn't defined. No season is defined by a Carabao Cup. You know, no season is defined by a Carabao Cup. Neither, and it's it's the only competition it's a second cup competition where when trophies are collated in Spain or in France or in Germany and so on, Italy, there isn't two cup competitions that they take into consideration. So
I'm pretty sure at the start of the season, Arsenal would have drawn up a priority list. And I think the Premier League would have been top of that, 100%. Followed by the Champions League, followed by the FA Cup, and then the Carabao Cup.
It's still a trophy, but it's still a trophy.
But yeah, and that's what I was going to say. It's still a trophy. It's a trophy that we've not won since the early 1990s.
Born, yeah.
We've not won a trophy now since Arteta's first season. And there's a lot of players in the squad that have never won anything. You know what I mean? So, and there's a lot of fans that follow Arsenal as well that thinking it's about time we won something other than that FA Cup.
I agree. And
5 years ago.
Some clubs don't shout about it, but like the Liverpools and the Man United saying, Eric Ten Hag is, at the time of recording, he's just been sacked. But it held some sort of weight, not crazy weight that you can brag about, but they said he's won a trophy every season. They still used that. Even if it was the League Cup, they still used that with some, weight behind it, in my opinion. So for me, I never turn my nose up at any trophy. I've said that a million times on this platform. So hopefully we do take this seriously and go on and win it. I think the main conversation for this preview is obvious. Before we get into the Predicts 11, because that's the main topic of this conversation, who plays, really, with the amount of injuries and suspensions. Obviously, at the time of recording, we haven't had a press conference, we don't know who is available, but we want to talk about who we would like to see. This game, you say you want a clean sheet and we win it comfortably. I'm at a stage where it's I hate I'm talking about this, but the referees, I don't know what to get from games. You don't know whether to. What side are they going to be on?
Don't bring up refs against Preston, bro.
I know, but bro, the way the refereeing standard, honestly, I feel like it's a duty for me to kind of bring up at times when I'm on this platform because it's a mess. So we never know what's going to happen in that game. But let's go to the Predicted 11 then. Let's just obviously... Oh, raw. So Neto in goal, everyone? We agreed on that?
He's cup tied, no? He's cup tied.
League Cup, is he cup tied?
Yeah. Didn't we sign a cup tied keeper? That was the
I thought he just couldn't play against...
No, he's cup tied.
Oh, raw. Okay, yeah, it must be. Okay, that's poor for me. I'll make sure I'll double check that.
He is cup tied, yeah. I think.
Yeah.
That's why that 16-year-old played against... who did we have first round?
Oh, of course, we played in the first... Sorry, Bolton. Forgive me. That's
played,
correct.
So.
That's right. No, you are right. You are right. It's poor for me. So Raya has to play unless...
No, Setford, man. Put Setford in goal.
18-year-old.
So it's Preston. Like, apparently, there's a lot said about him, and he's come from Ajax. He's tested the waters in Europe.
Listen, I'm not expecting him to be overworked, are we? Let's be honest.
It's a good test, I think, for an 18-year-old. You still expect to win the game, and if we wasn't to win it, it would never be down to the goalkeeper. Because we should be scoring 3-4 goals against Preston.
Well, it does depend, and you are right. Apologies for that. He definitely is cup tied because he didn't play against Bournemouth, and we had the other goalkeeper, and there was a whole panic around that time. But it does also depend on who you put in front of that goalkeeper, because you say, yeah, it's a good opportunity. It's only Preston or Fen, but you put a completely rotated back line in. You're going to be susceptible to shots.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we should be controlling possession, though. This is Preston. Like, we should have the ball. We should be dominating.
We should
be
put out a team that
creating
respects
chances.
the competition, 100%. I mean, obviously there will be changes. There will be wholesale changes, but the players coming in are all of the quality that should be able to beat Preston. You know what I mean? It's unthinkable to think we're going to lose that game.
No, okay.
I think you got strong in certain areas. I think because I want to. We'll talk about it anyway, but midfield I'd go stronger in because I need Nwaneri to play with a couple midfielders that we potentially play against Newcastle.
And I need, for me personally, I need a spine in this game. I need a good spine of players from goalkeeper, centre-back, a good centre-back, or experienced centre-back, experienced midfielder, and experienced someone in the front line. For me, and I personally think you're saying Setford. I personally think he'll go with Raya. I mean, I don't see why not. I don't think it's like the young goalkeeper is screaming out Setford, screaming out for an opportunity. I think I know we signed him and we brought him this summer, but I don't think he's in the front line to be like, I deserve to be playing in this game. So for me, I think that's what Arteta will think as well. I think Raya stays in, keep that the same. So I'm gonna stick with Raya in goal. But right back, where do we go, people? Who we saying?
Josh Nichols, isn't it? He's right back.
He is a right back. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
you're
Nichols, Heaven, Kivior, and who we got?
And
Lewis
Skelly.
That's
right.
Young backline. Kivior's in there. Cool.
No Zinchenko, left back.
You could actually. I forgot about him. You could put him there and put Lewis Skelly in midfield.
We'll put Zinchenko in midfield and have Lewis Skelly.
Well, he's never done it. He hasn't done it.
But I think it's about time he saw Zinchenko, isn't it?
I think
he's almost becoming the forgotten man.
That's why
I think you've got to put.
But if Lewis Skelly is our, natural backup right back now to the options we have right now.
Left back, yeah.
Left back, sorry.
Yeah.
Then starting a game wouldn't go amiss either. Even though Zinni probably, it also makes sense in different ways. But if we're not going to rely upon Zinni at any point, then Lewis Skelly, the more minutes, the better.
What a fall from grace if Zinchenko is not selected to play against.
I mean, I wouldn't say shocked, but he came on. Lewis Skelly came on ahead of Zinchenko, obviously, against Liverpool.
I'll tell you what, I was surprised that he never featured in the Shakhtar game. I was really surprised at that.
So would you be surprised if he doesn't feature against Preston North End?
I would be very shocked. I mean, so what's happening to his Arsenal career if he can't even make a starting 11 team
Lewis Skelly's good today. He's a good player. So.
Yes, he is, but so is Zinchenko.
But Zinchenko's, I mean, we kind of know the deficiencies he has. We kind of know that his future is coming to, Yeah, but
I hear you.
Lewis Skelly does, he deserves his slot.
Yeah. So for me, listen, I haven't seen Lewis Skelly on the right in playing right back, but I would like to see him. I know there's loads of messing around, but I like to see him right back. I like to see Zinchenko play. I think it's right to see him play left back. Kivior and Heaven I think Heaven would have done all right when we saw him early in the season, in pre-season as well. So
he did have a couple of rickets.
I think there might have been just one, but I'm not. Again, I think he could be
in the previous round. Remember, he had a couple of moments where he got pushed off the ball. physically wasn't quite up to the level. I forget the player that it was. But it was in the previous Carabao Cup game. But yeah, he had a couple of uncomfortable moments. He got pushed off the ball, roughed up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, well, but I mean, obviously he'll learn from that, but I'm just stating that last time he was physically found wanting.
Well, so there's a conversation, say, Josh Nichols right back. What your back line was, Heaven, Kivior, and then Marzu, Skelly, Zinchenko. I would personally like to see Marzu, Skelly on the right back, like I said, Zinchenko left back, and then the two
Or that Maldini guy that came on. I swear he's a centre back. Just protect the fit first choice defenders we have in this one. So
I think we need to be a little bit more respectful than just saying, anyone that's fit.
I'm trying to respect the rest of our season by protecting. Gabriel's gone down, Calafiori's already out. Obviously, Saliba comes back in.
Saliba could.
Yeah, he could play in this one. He could play in this one, but
I doubt it.
No. He could play. He could get some minutes in his legs, and I don't think that's.
Saliba's the only one you could entertain because he didn't play on the weekend.
Yeah, I actually think Saliba.
You cannot entertain Calafiori, Gabriel.
We've got two
Ben White,
back-to-back away games coming up, high-intensity games against Newcastle and against Chelsea. In fact, no, we got Newcastle, we got Milan, and then Chelsea.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
That's a heavy schedule.
Saliba for me starting.
You just told me to respect Preston. Now you're making the argument to.
Yeah, I respect, but I'm saying that we have options that you can use there.
Yeah, there's not much.
It's Heaven or Maldini.
It's not much. Well, I'm actually over.
Ben White, you need to protect that guy right now because we are limited in options. Timber went off as well. Let's not forget. So Ben White, I wouldn't be starting Ben White.
Them man arrested.
I wouldn't be starting Ben White.
Them man arrested.
So who else we got?
Saliba for me starts next to Kivior. I'm sorry, and then you put Josh Nichols and Marzu, Skelly or Zinchenko. That's for me. I think Saliba gets some minutes in his legs. Then depending on how the game goes, because I see this.
Actually, you know what? You've convinced me. I wouldn't be averse to that.
So that's for me. That's that. I would actually like to see Saliba starting this game, but not play the full 90, and then give some minutes to the youngsters. Just get the game in a good position in the first half. Going into midfield, blimey, there's options. There's options in there. So you said Ethan Wenya. I think it's a shoe and he starts. Has to start. Who goes behind? Do you put Mikel Moreno in there with him? Do you put? Does Rice play at all? He seemed
I think he needs a rest.
Yeah, Rice, Partey.
Partey, he won't play. I mean, Partey's always an injury concern waiting to happen, and you know. Shout out to Partey, he's been really good.
He was a man of the match against Liverpool.
Yeah, and you think that he was arguably our man of the match yesterday.
And he was all over the pitch. He was all over the pitch. Play him in this
and he played at right back.
But is there an argument to say what James mentioned, that the more games he plays with you, the better you've seen him, the consistent?
Yeah, Preston, come on, man. We've got Newcastle, Inter and Chelsea in a week, and you want me to risk one of our best players?
No, I don't think Partey should be risked. Given his, we know about his injury record, he's not good. At the moment, things are going well as far as Partey's concerned. Let's just count our blessings.
Fair.
I'd probably do like Jorginho, Marino and Ranieri. That's probably what I'd do.
That is a very good midfield.
That's fair. I was going to say, you have to, remember, I'm going with a spine. So David Raya is an experienced player, Saliba's an experienced player in mine. You need one in the midfield. Jorginho, I think, is a good one.
I think Marino as well, he needs more minutes, innit? I mean, you know, I think game by game you can see he's getting up to the pace of British football.
Yeah.
So I think, him playing on Wednesday does make sense. To be honest.
I'm not angry at that midfield. Jorginho sits, Marino's playing the 8 role, and let Ethan Wanyeri just enjoy himself.
He should have the ball, so.
Fair. This is good. This is a good midfield. Let's go to the attackers now. Sterling's there.
Sterling has to play.
We can also say like an unnamed academy prospect if you can't think of one, but there is enough in the front three to decide. So Sterling's in there for you. Right or left?
Left.
Yeah.
Left. Okay. Who you put?
Left or right?
Okay, he's going left. Who you put him right?
Jesus,
correct. And up front, is it Havertz or Trossard?
It's got both have been first teamers, but I'd say Trossard, isn't it?
Actually, I played Jesus through the middle. He needs a goal, man. He needs a goal badly. What is it? 24 games now since he scored a goal for Arsenal.
But Jesus is better on the wing
if
than
ever
Trossard.
there was somebody that needed to score a goal, it's that guy there.
Jesus will start, but it's a good debate whether he goes on the right or up front. I think
You're more likely to get a goal out of him if he goes through the middle.
I think I'll take him up front as well.
This is where you miss Eddie, innit? Carabao Cup, you need someone to get a goal.
You just could not wait to get Eddie's name. You know?
I waited quite a long time actually, but here they are.
But he was talking about him off camera as well.
All right, so Jesus, you're right. He's gonna need a confidence builder, but on the right, I think we've seen, on the right we have seen him play better there. However, it kind of depends on who plays on the. If you put in Jesus up top, who plays on the right? That's the question.
Trossard?
Well, he's never really.
Or you could swap Trossard and Sterling and have.
Trossard on the wing is not as good as Jesus.
No, but Jesus, as I've said, if anyone in that club needs a goal, it's him.
He's been needing a goal though, man.
So
even a goal, he'll get a goal, maybe 3 in 5 weeks, and then none for another 6.
I mean, to be fair, he came on yesterday and he did have a little bit of an impact. Was busy, got a decent shot off. I'm praying for him to score.
Would anyone be annoyed if they saw Saka start?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Listen,
you can't start Saka.
You know the schedule coming up?
No. I don't know why. I don't.
That would be reckless to play him. It's just.
I would be annoyed, but I also wouldn't be surprised. I don't know why. Maybe let me know in the comments if I'm the only one feeling that.
I think that would be quite foolhardy. With respect to you, I think that would be quite foolhardy to play Saka.
Yeah, that's what.
Just come back after a couple of games out.
My mind is saying
taken off yesterday early to protect him, and then you're going to play him against Preston. Doesn't make no sense, bro. Yeah, especially when you got a very difficult game coming up at the weekend, potentially.
Yeah, what about that Sorry. What's his name? Cabia or something like that? It wasn't he a similar profile to Saka?
Oh no, it's not Sago Jr.
No, not Sago Jr. Man.
No, there's another one. I know you're talking. Yeah, I know you're thinking of.
Sorry, but yeah.
Sorry, his name's
I'm sure you could play him.
Okay.
Don't need to play. We just said you've got options there.
But them options are washed though, man. That's Jesus, Sterling. These men are just.
They need to play though.
What? We're gonna play them against Preston, like Sterling against Bolton. Goal, assist. Nah. When it comes to the real shit.
But they need to have those minutes. They need to have those minutes in case we call on them in those games where we need a goal. And I know you're saying we saw it against Bolton, then it hasn't materialised.
I'll start Sterling though. I said Sterling left. Then you could put Jesus up top and this guy on the right then. Cool. Because Trossard's been starting games.
Cool. For me,
I don't like Jesus and Sterling. We know what it is with them.
Yeah.
What is it with them?
That at the end of the season.
Yeah, but while they're here, we have to utilise them. They're getting paid good money.
They are, so
let's utilise them.
Innit?
Well, listen, but they need to play. I agree with Cecil. They're on the periphery of the team. If they get called into action for whatever reason, loss of form, injury to other players, they need to be at the level where they can make a meaningful contribution.
They do.
If they're not playing football, they're just training all the time. That's a waste of resources. These guys need to be playing. Yeah. And the one good thing about the Carabao Cup, well, another good thing about it, apart from it gives us a chance to win the trophy, is that the guys on the periphery of the team, this is when they get their chance to show what they've got. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's use it.
Okay. Well, that's our predicted 11. I know it was kind of a bit of a mess towards the end of the front three, but like you said, Sterling's in there, Jesus, and then the academy player that we can't remember the name of at this current stage. But yeah, either that or, for me, it could have been, Sterling on the right, Trossard on the left, and Jesus up top, which is a very strong front three for a Preston North End game. But I still want Arteta to take this competition with some seriousness in mind of wanting to go through.
I think he will.
No, I think he will as well. I think he will as well. I really do.
I've always got this thing in my head about sports, right? You can't turn form on and off like a tap. You either got a culture of winning or you haven't. If that makes sense.
100%.
You can't just say, well, yeah, we're going to just treat this game lackadaisical, be blasé about it. But on Saturday against Newcastle, we're going to... No. As a manager, what you're looking to do is create a winning culture so that anybody that puts on that shirt and represents us or have got that winning mentality. So these games are important for me.
Definitely. Well, regardless, like I said at the top of the preview, I expect to win. Don't know too much about Preston North End. I'll do a tiny bit on them. I know Sam Greenwood plays for him. I had a link there because I remember watching I'm sure whether it was an under-23 game or as a youth team match, I went with Ty. He used to play in Arsenal's academy basically, and he's been scoring recently for them. They haven't been doing too well in the league. They were 3-0 up against Plymouth Argyle and ended up drawing 3-3. That's kind of
Rooney effect.
Yeah, Rooney, the Rooney manager, and obviously I know Paul Heckingbottom wasn't happy with. That's Preston's manager, wasn't happy with them coming back in that game, but.
Let's
we have
it
enough.
right.
We have enough. Regardless,
you're circling around.
Yeah.
Let's have it right. They're 16th out of 24 teams in their league. They've only won 3 games all season. Arsenal, if we do not beat them, that will be seen as a major disappointment in my view. I know some people say, the cup don't matter anyway, but come on now. I think Turkish hit the nail on the head earlier. Regardless of whether you have any big belief in this cup or not, Arsenal should not be losing to Preston. No. So let's go there, be professional. Got the players, got the personnel, get the job done.
Okay, with that in mind, what's your score prediction for the game?
A conservative 2-0, probably could be more. I mean, without wishing to be disrespectful, because I'm trying not to me this game, the difficulty in this game is the fact that Arsenal are away from home, and it's that proverbial cold night up north, which it might be. Some seasonably warm in London, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying, innit? It's an away game, so there are banana skin factors about it. But having said that, when you strip it down to the bare bones, we are just a bigger club, a better club, more talented, deeper squad, everything. We should be winning, and winning with something to spare. So conservative 2-0, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's 3 or 4.
3-0.
Yeah, just a standard.
Okay, if it's cold, hot, raining, snowing. Yeah, 3-0 and on to Newcastle to fix what's going on in the league.
I don't care if it's cold, it's October. Clock's got back.
That's interesting. So are you
cold
using this
out
game
north.
as a preparation for Newcastle?
Midfield-wise,
Or are you treating it in its own entity?
I think Mourinho and Ranieri, I think playing them together, it makes sense right now. I think you need the 8 and the 10, potentially starting or at some point playing together in the next couple of weeks, because Odegaard is still a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to get them used to some patterns. But I expect Ranieri to play with Mourinho and other positions. I don't know. I would like to see a little bit of a semi-strong front line as well, just so then Ethan Ranieri can link up with them. We can see more of what we've seen of him so far at the start of the season. So, from the conversation we had on this preview, it feels like people are looking past. I'll be honest. I'm looking past the game.
I can tell.
Bro, for me, I just need this to be players that are injured or came off to be rested. So I don't want to see them I don't even want to see them in a squad. I want them to be completely rested, regardless of what happens in this game. And as much as I want to win the cup, I need those players that came off in the back line to rest. So I am looking past it. Newcastle is on my mind. You guys. This must be similar. I know we say you should never disrespect anyone, but come on, be real. You're looking at the weekend though. I feel like, let's be honest.
You're asking me.
No, I know,
I don't know. What more do I have to say to...
like we shouldn't be doing. But I just think as a fan, mentally,
you have to remember. You know what it is, right? It's not just respecting Preston. You have to respect yourself, Cecil. There should be a certain standard that Arsenal have, that they should not fall below. You know what I mean? You look at any of the great sports teams or great sports franchises out there. I've read books on the All Blacks, the culture of that whole, they're dedicated to winning. So it doesn't matter who they play, the focus is on to win. And I think I'm pretty sure Arteta is of that mindset, but that's what should be, you should be looking at a team and saying, I'm not saying I'm thinking we should lose. Come play.
I'm not saying we think we should lose. I'm just saying, listen, get this job done. Let the players rest that need to rest. Move and focus on and get to.
I hear that.
Saturday.
But the issue I have with you is you've said I'm looking forward to.
No, I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead a little bit.
You said I'm already looking ahead to Newcastle, and I'm saying really and truly that is where the disrespect comes in. You deal with this game, right? And then you focus on it. Because once you start looking ahead to other games, that's when you become liable to come unstuck.
My context of it is I'm looking ahead because I'm saying the players for this game that came off injured in the back line, I need them to rest. That's all I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to them hopefully be available for Saturday's game against Newcastle. That's what I'm hoping for. Looking forward and disrespecting them by saying, this should be light work. I don't expect that. I've watched Arsenal enough to know no game this, not one game I've watched this season I thought, light work from Arsenal. Maybe Bolton in the first round of the cup. That's the only game I was like, okay, we were quite relaxed throughout watching it. But the rest, I don't know what's going to happen when they play. So I'm not disrespecting by looking past it in that sense. It's just let the players that need to rest, please rest, and let's hope they're available.
Yeah, absolutely.
And give them the time.
You've got to have
I don't want to see them in the squad. I want to hope they're just staying in London and they're resting for the weekend. Right. My score prediction, just quickly to end on that. You said 2-0, you said 3-0. Yeah, 2-0. Just a mundane, get it done, professional performance. Please, no one come out.
If we approach the game in the right mindset, if we approach the game, the manager, does his research on Preston, which I'm sure he will. Listen, one thing I would say about, whatever you want to say about Arteta, he seems like a very meticulous person. You know what I mean? His attention to detail seems to be very on point. I'm sure he would have done his research on Preston. I'm sure he will be assessing the fitness and availability of the players. And that's what I'm saying. Yes, certain players have to be rested. We spoke about Partey, we spoke about Saka and one or two others. Yes, of course, I don't expect them to play. However, I do expect the team that takes the pitch on Wednesday night to be a strong enough side to get the job done against Preston.
100%. Right, well, we've come to the end of the preview. Your thoughts in the comments below. How are you feeling ahead of this game? Who should be playing? Do you agree or disagree with our predicted 11? I think that's the main talking topic, and it'll be interesting to see what Arteta goes with. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you like the video, and let's hope Arsenal can go through to the next round of the League Cup. Take care.